let's do it. Jump in.
We're on. Mics are on.
Yeah, it takes a couple of seconds to jump on.
Okay.
Just into the.
Yep.
The other. What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing today? It is our Monday session of Mindset Mondays with the Crypto Mentors. So we got the mentors, not the mentors. And who we got here today? Let's say hi to everyone. Vatican, what's up? Eric, Matthew, David, Andre, Mike. It's nice to see you.
It is nice to see you too, Joel.
Hey, Olaf, Valerie, David. Welcome everyone. If you're on YouTube, just say hi, guys. We're monitoring both chats, and we're going to guys a special Mindset Monday and talk about what the hell happened today. And did you make?
Indeed. What in the hell did happen today? Wow.
Today was crazy. You're on the right side of the. You're on the right side of the manipulation. You did okay though.
Well, I'm hoping that all of our members and all the people in our groups were in TUSD like we told them to be. I hope they were.
I told them when it was $1.
We did tell them when it was $1. Yes, that's right.
Let it be known that's a stable coin.
Yeah.
And a stable coin is supposed to keep 1 to 1. Oh, did anyone you guys see Tether today? Put 90 cents on some exchanges, 80 cents on others.
Yeah.
Take advantage of that fact that TUSD could move from $1.20 to USD. From TUSD to USDT. Could have been a huge problem.
Yeah, I woke up at about 7 o'clock this morning, and I walked into my office, and I was like, "Holy, what the?"
Waking up and being like, "What?" I thought today. Developer thing was like, I'm like, I think it's, but I still don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Literally, like an hour later, I'm on a phone call. Our group's like, "Hey, you guys, look at it." And I'm like, "Oh no, I guess they bounced. Made a big decision."
Well, you know what? The first thing I did when I woke up this morning was I rang my girlfriend and I said, "I've just made $100 grand." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "Right, you're buying dinner on Friday, so I've got to go and buy dinner for her on Friday now."
Tell me, is anyone sound issue? Volume's not.
Volume's not.
Cormac's got right now. Settings. Sound really low. Okay, we're going to turn that up. Give us a sec, everyone. Thank you very much for telling us. Always appreciative to hear that.
How's my mic alright? My mic's alright, is it?
I can hear you sound nice and loud. It says I'm cutting in and out. Let me try to fix that. Am I cutting in and out when I'm talking to you?
No, I can hear you alright, mate. You sound good to me, so.
Alright, well, we'll figure it out. At least this is better than we can actually be on.
London's saying that there's no sound. I'm like, what?
No sound. Huh.
Okay, I'm confused.
Okay, I think some people are having issues, but maybe just check your sound, guys. We'll do what we can.
Let me move my microphone closer. Hello, everyone.
We're going to be talking a lot about mindset. So, question. Reversal. Correct.
Okay, they're saying you're cutting out, but anyway, I'll talk about it. I talked about this on Friday, guys. I said that there was a lot of suppression happening in the market. I said someone was playing games. When we talked about this, but and I said to you guys, I said all over the weekend that something was going to happen on Monday. I didn't know what. I didn't know what was going on, and We get to 7 o'clock Monday morning, and wow, boom. I didn't know what the manipulation was going to be, but we certainly got some manipulation, that's for sure. I mean,
That's absolutely right.
If we go and have a look now, if we go across to my screen, I'm just going to jump into this. Where's my cryptocurrency? Sure. If we look at the volume, you look at the volume that Tether has had in the last, I mean, and this isn't even 24 hours. This is probably the last 6 or 7 hours. We've had $5,351,000,000 worth of volume in Tether. And the last 24 hours, we've had 20,743,000,000 volume of it's just crazy. I mean, I'm speechless. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the start of the next bull run. I don't know if I'm sorry to say, guys, I haven't really got many answers for you. And when that kind of stuff happens, and when we're in this kind of position that we're in now, the best advice I can give you is sit on the sidelines. Take your money out of the market. Get it out any way that you can, and just watch. Because there's too much volatility going on at the moment. There's too much uncertainty. There's something else going on in terms of manipulation. For me, I've played a little bit this morning. I woke up and I saw my TUSD was at 122. I was like, shit. Wow. Okay.
Hopefully everyone can hear me. Basically, these two. Check. All I can say, there's like this is pretty interesting. I've been involved. There's people that got calls.
Yeah, do you know what? There's probably a lot of people that were sitting on shorts that have just been absolutely demolished today.
Today. So I don't know if you guys know what 20 days is.
People are still saying there's no sound from you, Joel.
I don't know why. You're multi.
Hang on, let me share my screen with you then. Sorry guys, technical issues. We and Joel, we'll try and sort it out. We're doing a share screen now, so you can have a look.
You're on.
Yeah.
Have a multi.
I think they're probably hearing you through my mic. That's the problem that we're getting at the moment. I think that's why it's so low. Let's go. Sorry guys, first time we're doing this together, so we're working through some issues. But let me go to audio and see if we can set up another mic then.
There's a video.
Ah, god damn it. This is what I wanted to do. We wanted to test this beforehand. We didn't test it properly. And everyone's now sitting there laughing at us. Don't laugh. Let me just turn the mic up, and we can try and relay it through your through my microphone. I'll turn the volume up in voice meter. Don't worry about it. Let's just keep going, and I'll turn you up in voice meter. People can hear you that way.
Sorry, everyone. Yeah, your mic. I had the same issues when we called it Skype. Sounds erratic. Okay, we'll continue on. Maybe you talk a little about the other issues that we've had market today, and I'll try to find a problem. So
can you guys hear him now? Can you hear him all right now, or can hear him sort of back? There he is. Okay, they can hear you. So I've just turned you up in voice meter, and you're bleeding through my mic now, so we should be good.
Okay. I'll bleed through your mic if I have to. That's all good.
Yep.
We'll guys, sorry about this. This is the first time. We'll figure this out next time. We'll test it more often. Which has been a busy day.
It has been a very hectic day for everyone.
Well, especially if you've been trading today. It's been very fun but busy.
Yes, indeed. All right.
Absolutely. Great day for me. I mean, I can't about anything. But
anyway, so we'll go back to here.
Yeah, let's get back in there and we'll do it. So, guys, hopefully you can hear me. Yes, you're back, Joel. Okay, so sorry, everyone, that you couldn't hear us, but now you can. Awesome, great news. So, what I was saying, I don't remember what I was saying. I was basically talking about the market today and how I was on a phone call. So, just go back and do the story now that you guys can hear me. So, I was on a phone call with my buddy Rami, and we were just talking about different exchanges and how they work, and maybe onboarding some projects that we work with on exchanges. And next thing I know, I'm like, holy shit! And he's like, what? And I just look at the market, and before that, I was with my developer Sergey, and we were just looking at the market, and I was like, I think it's going to drop again, but I bought into ETH because I wasn't sure, so I just leave it at 195. I bought it in. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. And literally, like, go on that phone call, and I wait, and like it's like I woke up to a dream. I didn't believe it was real. I saw ETH at 240, and I was like, how the hell did that just happen? And then everything was up. We had XRP was up, Litecoin was up, Bitcoin was like at $7,000. I was like, what the hell is happening?
Bitcoin went to 7.6, mate. Bitcoin went to 7.6.
7.6, yeah. And all I was doing was watching, going, how the hell did this happen? And then I started looking at Tether. And the second I looked at Tether, I was like, oh my God, I've been telling people for weeks. Mike and I have been telling you for weeks, USDT, even though it's probably not going to die. And if it does, it's not going to die today or tomorrow. It's going to take a while. But I knew that putting it into USD, and then people like Mike made so much profit just by leaving it in a stable coin, which should have kept a dollar value. Yep. It went to $1.24. God, what a crazy day, man.
I mean, as an example, guys, I woke up this morning and I was 137 grand in the grain.
Wow.
137 grand, and I went to bed last night. Less than what? Probably 10 hours. I've made 137 grand. That's a fucking nice day's work. Sorry for swearing, but goddamn.
Absolutely, man. And that's the thing. That's what we're seeing is we're seeing that a lot of really beautiful setups are happening on the market. And, if you take advantage of it, it's beautiful. But the problem is it's really hard to know when to take advantage. And here's the thing. Once I saw it, I knew what was going on. But the thing is, we're talking about trader mindset on Mondays, right? Mindset Mondays. And, the mindset of most people would have been to sell and get out, or to buy and 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 buy, because it's going up. It's going up. And FOMO, you want to buy because you want to miss that next pump.
But here's my instinct as well was to get out and just sit on the sidelines, and I sat on the sidelines and I make that much profit. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, absolutely. You crushed it. And it's so funny because we've been telling how many people for how long. I mean, we've been saying for at least, I think it's 10 days now, I've been telling people, you should probably change up from USDT to true USD.
Me too.
You should probably get out of the market. You and I have both been preaching this for at least a week. Get out of the market. It looks really shady right now. It's really low volumes, etc. Something big is going to happen. Last night, I bought back all my ETH. I think it was last night, right before bed, at like 196, 195, something like that. And then I remember thinking, like, I hope that was a good decision because Mike's out the market. And just today. It just happened. So I mean, it was just a very interesting day. I would have to say for me and you.
Yeah, I don't think it's one of those days you're going to see very often. And I'm sitting here in my office waiting to hear about what's actually happened. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's happened yet. It's still very much an unknown. So, and a lot of people are scratching their heads, including me. I'm scratching my head, going, "What has happened?"
Yeah, I mean, let's look at some of those. Let's look at some of the other articles that came out today. There's a couple of really interesting ones that popped up in terms of what that tether is going on. I mean, you've seen my videos, guys, from the past. I've been talking about tether and said, I'm not sure. I'm not going to create FUD and say it's going to die, but at the same time, I thought there's some really shady stuff going around about tether. And you can also even see they pulled 300 million tethers out of circulation last week. No one seemed to realize that for some reason. Did you realize that, Mike?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't realize.
300 million tokens. $300 million.
I know it now, but I didn't know it back then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just wild. And the thing is, like, I didn't understand why they would pull it out of circulation, and now today it's like it actually hurt them that they did that.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, this is the article I think Joel wants me to pull up. So let's have a look at that.
For sure. It'll take a couple seconds, a little delay. Too bad that bot is still in minus every day. Well, you shouldn't have been trading with the bot if we told you not to trade with the bot for the last 6 days, 7 days. But if you had,
I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry, Andre. Sorry that's happened to you. But we did warn you guys on Friday. TA. We did warn you over the weekend. I told you guys to get out and put your money into either into Tether or, even though Tether, I think we were saying stay out of Tether and go into True USD or any other stable coins.
Yeah, we're definitely reading that.
Yeah, so we were advising everyone to get out of the market, to sit on the sidelines. As I said on Friday TA that there was a lot of suppression happening in the market. Things were being kept at a low for something that was some big news that was happening. And lo and behold, Monday morning, like I just said, we had a massive. I still don't know what caused it, but yes.
I don't really want to call it exactly. It seemed like a market pump and dump using USDT, but
I mean, you look at this. Look at some of these send orders here. I mean, look at that. Look at it. It's just, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. 300 million.
300 million. And that's out of circulation. That wasn't into circulation. Yeah. That was pulled out. Probably because the banks don't actually have that $300 million. Please turn up the sound. We're trying. Sorry, Doomsday Man. We're working through Mike's mic. We're doing our best. I'll try to keep my mic a little closer to my face now, so you guys can hear me a lot clearer.
I thought it was. Everyone said it was better.
Yeah, everyone's. It's in and out for, I guess, everyone. So guys, here's another mindset piece of information. Just because we have a bot that can make you money, you still have to know how to use it, and you still have to follow, what people are kind of saying they're doing that are using the bot that created it. And hence, what we're trying to say. And remember, it's on you guys to make those decisions. That's why the bot has purely customizable ability, so that you can do it for your own preferences. But at the same time, when people tell you get out of the market, I'm getting out of the market, you should get out of the market, and not saying it with financial advice, but saying that, but kind of not saying it, you should probably listen to that information, because you could have been on the right side today instead of the wrong one.
I mean, that's the whole. Guys, we're here to help you. We're not here to see you fail. I don't want to see you guys fail. I want to get you guys to a point where you can wake up in the morning and see $100 grand in your bank like I did this morning. That's what me and Joel are here for. That's what we're trying to achieve for you guys. Get you smart investors and looking to see these signals for yourself rather than being reliant on me and Joel. We want to educate you. We want to get you guys in the right mindset. Say, okay, the market's looking a bit dangerous at the moment. And I said to you guys, I saw this on Friday. The market was looking very dangerous. It was looking very suppressed. It was looking for something to trigger it. And what do we get Monday morning? We get FUD from Tether saying that Tether's being delisted, and the market reacts and it dumps Tether like a motherfucker.
And then Changpeng Zhao comes on and says, all this FUD.
All this FUD. And, yeah, so if you don't listen to us, I'm not a financial advisor, Joel's not a financial advisor, but we're here to keep your best interests at heart. If we give you some advice and we give you some tips and say get out of the market, sit on the sidelines, please do listen to us because we're here to we're looking for your best interest at heart. We're not here to try and see you fail and lose money. That's not our goal. The whole group is about crypto education. It's about being here and mentoring you through the financial. It's a fucking minefield. This stuff. It is. It's a minefield. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna fail. So listen to us. Please listen to us. It's not like
stocks where if you fail, it will take a long time. In crypto, you fail, it could take you 20 minutes, and you could lose half of your pot. So
you could lose your entire pot in 20 minutes if you're not careful. Yeah. So.
You trade on margin, yes, you definitely could lose your pot that quick.
To answer Imed's question, he's saying, "What's your advice at the moment?" If you, I don't know your situation, Imed, but if you're still in Tether at the moment, I would stay in Tether because at the moment it's normalizing. So I profited when Tether was going down because I was in TUSD, I was in True USD, so I made massive gains. Now I've pulled all of that stuff back out of True USD and I've put it back into Tether. And I'm profiting on the upside, so I've gained on the drop, and now I'm gaining as Tether is now normalizing after all the FUD has been dissipated. So if you're still in Tether, don't get out now because you're going to lose money. Wait till it normalizes, and then make your decision based on that.
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, I'll be honest. I actually had a moment of fear, and then I acted on the fear because when I saw Tether at 92 cents. All I could think was, is it actually the end of Tether? And I started thinking, like, am I scared to buy out of my ETH? Because I actually waited a little longer. Could have sold ETH at a higher high. But I waited because I was like, if Tether keeps going down, I put into Tether, I'm actually going to lose money. What I didn't realize until I did it at 94 cents was I was like, wait a minute, it'll probably go back to $1. So at 94 cents, I put it back into Tether because I was like, now if it goes to $1 again, I make another 6 cents on the dollar. So
and to put that into perspective as well for you, Joel, it takes Binance at least 3 to 7 days to delist a coin. They can't do it like that.
Well, they can't.
They can't.
They have to tell you beforehand, too.
Legally, they can't do it. They can't just remove a coin from Coinbase. They have to notify you. You have to send out emails. They have to do all this kind of stuff. So they're not going to react to manipulation in the market and say we're removing Tether. It's not going to happen. So you've got to look. You've got to look at it from a rational perspective. You've got to stop. A lot of people probably got really emotional and started promoting in and started selling stuff. And someone somewhere is sitting here gathering up all this money that panic sellers have dumped onto the market. Someone's probably made $100 million today somewhere.
I'm sure someone made $100 million.
Yeah, and this is their goal. Their goal. Someone's sitting here getting absolutely loaded up in money because people are panicking, thinking it's the end of USD, end of Tether, but it's not. It's not going to happen. Can't happen in minutes.
If it does happen, we still have to see those other stable coins that are backed and are audited and are regulated. Those ones will have to get bigger, like TrueUSD, like DAI, like Pax, which is a new one if you haven't noticed on Binance, which is another one they added. And today, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but OKX just added 4 more stable coins to their exchange.
I think we've got that.
These guys are doing that for what reason? Why do they need 5 stable coins? If you really think about it, it's because they want more, the competition's probably a really good thing for the market, in my opinion.
Well, I don't know if you really need competition for a stable coin. You just need one stable coin that's got regulation and it's backed and it's solid. At the moment.
Then why would he put 4?
Because someone's trying to be the next Tether, I guess. They're competing to be the next Tether. That's where they're at. They've got all these coins coming in, and someone's trying to replace Tether. And I'm of the belief that Tether is going to get replaced because they've buggered it up. They have lost it. They've lost their kind of, I guess, the trust. And trust is a big thing in this game. You need to be able to trust it, and I don't trust it at the moment. I wouldn't trust it at all. But I'm using it at the moment to make me some more profit. But as soon as another stable coin like Pax, I'm kind of gearing myself towards Pax at the moment.
Me too, because the people behind Pax are so top notch.
Yeah.
I can't remember the names of everyone involved with Pax, but everyone I've talked to that is in the industry at a high level are freaking big on that. Way more than DAI and TUSD and stuff. And TUSD is also very, very highly backed by financial institutions and stuff. But everyone that talks about stablecoins right now is saying Pax. So Give a look into that, guys. If you haven't looked into it before, you've probably never heard of this one yet because it just got listed on Binance 5 days ago or something like that, maybe 6. So take a look at it. It's an interesting project, and it's just a stable coin. But
I mean, I think Tether is on its way out, but I don't think it's going to be delisted anytime soon. It could be delisted in the next month.
It's going to take like couple years probably.
It could be months, but I think probably 6 to 12 months. We might see it disappearing from the market altogether. So
we'll see. I mean, really, it's going to depend on the people using it or not. It's going to come down to more if Binance makes pairing like it has for USDT with other stable coins. Then yes, I could see that happening. But right now, if you're in TrueUSD, you can't go and buy other coins like you could if you had ETH or you had USDT. So for that one little reason, I think it'll stay longer just for that. But I do see regulated coins taking out these non-regulated stable coins because we don't really know if Noble Bank has the money. We don't really know if HSBC is really partnered or not. I always am skeptical with Tether because of their past.
And Justin, I'm sure Joel and Serbia are working on it. Sure, there's another stable coin coming on the bot.
Justin, that's the next one of the next things. We didn't obviously see when we were creating the bot 10 months ago that Tether was going to be in this type of a situation, as you can probably understand. We just wanted to give people a stablecoin option. Now, remember, if we give you to TUSD, it's not a market, so we can't really do that right now. You have to understand how bots work, and because TUSD is a market of its own, we could do that where we can sell Bitcoin to USDT, but it doesn't work the same with TUSD. It ends up becoming just another coin on the bot, so it doesn't really work. So you have to keep that in mind when we're selling to USDT because we have that as a market, not as a coin. And remember, when you use the bot, you buy and sell coins, so you could buy TrueUSD with the bot. You could also buy USDT with the bot, but you can't sell TrueUSD to Bitcoin with the bot as of right now. We'd have to set all that up. It would take a lot longer. So just so you know that it's something that we have in our plans, but it's not priority yet because USDT is not going anywhere yet.
No, it's not.
So just
go. All right, let's go on to the next story anyway because we've got a few to get through here, Joel. So
let's do it. What's up, Delton? Nice to see you on here, brother.
Hey, Delton. How you going, mate? There you go. You can talk about this because one of the daily, the Tether sheds its pegs, basically.
Yeah, Tether sheds its pegs. Well, here's the problem with Tether. Like, it's pegged at $1, but what this article really was talking about was when people see something like a stable coin like Tether, which has had a lot of FUD in the past and in the present, when they see it starting to dip, when they see it at 97 cents, they start questioning. And what are the first thing that people do when they panic on with a stable coin? What are you going to put it in? You're going to put it in the most stable crypto: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP.
Yeah.
What did we see? I mean, others got pumps too today, but those were the biggest ones. I'm pretty sure. Hot as well. Holochain also had a huge pump.
Holochain did have a big pump, didn't it? Yeah, I saw that.
Those are the coins that people have seen consistently be doing well. And remember, Holochain is the only ICO, one of the only ICOs that's done this well other than GoChain. Holochain and GoChain are the two bigger ones that have come out in the last 6, 7, 8 months that actually have made profit from the start. So that's an interesting side to think about too, that they're pretty stable projects and people will probably be okay leaving some of their funds in there. But I think why we saw XRP, ETH, and Bitcoin was just because if they're going to put something in anything else, why would you put it not in the top 5 coins out there? So that's what we saw. Right. Most stable coin is ETH, Bitcoin, and ETH. So that's why you saw both of those, Paul. What would you say, Mike?
Yeah, definitely those two. That's the reason why those two pumped hard. Everyone went to Bitcoin and yeah.
I mean, that's what all of us should have been doing if we didn't see that. I mean, I was in Ether in the morning. I didn't know that was going to happen. Obviously, I can't take credit for knowing the market was going to move. But when it did, I knew what to do. And that's the thing about the mindset is it's knowing when to get out, when to get in, and having non-emotional feeling. When you see ETH go to 240, the first thing as a trader, you should be going, sell, 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 sell. It's like up $45 in like an hour or two. But the average person when they're trading, and don't correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, sees that pump, it's up to 220, up to 230, then they buy at 230. And then it goes to 240 and it crashes down to 220.
It's too late. Yeah, it's too late. You've missed it. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And
so I mean, I could have got up this morning seeing that I had that extra money in my tether in my True USD, and I could have gone into Bitcoin, but I didn't because it was over, and I sat there and I said, I've missed it. I'll wait for the next one. I could have made, if I was sitting in Bitcoin or if I was sitting in Ether in mine, I would have made a hell of a lot more money than I did. But
yeah, of course,
I made 100 grand in a day. I'm not complaining. I mean, I'm not complaining at all. So I'm happy with what I've got.
5 grand today wouldn't be honestly,
exactly.
like,
you've got to be happy with what you got. So, and I mean,
absolutely.
if you started jumping into the market, I mean, if we looked at it, if we look at here.
We have a little delay, but we'll look at that.
But if you, I mean, I woke up and it was when I think I woke up, I was about 7:2 or 7:3. I saw it this morning, and it was about 7:45. There you go, 7:45. I woke up, and it was at 7,288, and then it went a few more. It went up to 7.6, and it came straight back down. So if I'd have entered there, it would have been. I would have made it a little bit more profit, but I probably would have stayed in thinking, oh yeah, it's going to go high, and then it would have dumped on me, and I would have lost all that. So I sat in Tether. I sat in, sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Tether. I sat in True USD, and I made that money, and then what did I do? I put it back into USDT, and I rode the wave down the other side. Made more money. So just got to keep your emotions in check. I can understand. I mean, even I was excited this morning. I woke up and I was like, whew. Whoa, what the hell?
You can imagine how I was on that phone call when I saw, like, all that ETH just exploded. I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty calm, collected guy, and I like to keep my emotions in check, but waking up and seeing that kind of profit in my account, I was excited, and I almost went in. I almost dumped a whole lot of my portfolio into that, but I went downstairs. I had a coffee. I chilled out, and I went, no, I'm not going to do that. That's silly because it's done that 2 parabolic moves there. It's about to come back down, and I thought it's not going to do that. It's not going to go up any further. So I stayed out of the market.
And what's the worst thing? Here's the thing that people don't understand. What's the worst thing about staying out of the market? You missed a little bit of a gain. What do you do all day? You can always buy in and get the next part of the game, like the next gains.
Exactly, and that's what we keep telling you guys in mindset.
Again, another trader mindset piece of advice is don't worry if you miss a call. Like, I've had a lot of people that join the bot and they're like, oh, I missed that call because I was in another trade. And I'm like, so what?
Yeah, so what?
And if you did that when I called MDA and you had to wait 9 days for it to start moving and you just cut out with -4, -3%, and you didn't wait, you went up 330% within 4 days after that 9 days. So if you're patient, you'll always prevail. So you have to learn that. It's really freaking hard to do.
Yeah, patience is. Right, Joel, let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah. There we go.
Let's move on. So yeah, I mean, any questions about you guys? You guys are a little bit quieter tonight. It's probably because we're talking a lot.
Yeah, tell us to shut up.
Feel free to ask questions and stuff if you want. That's why we're both here at the same time. So, yeah, so a lot of stuff, as you guys can see in the news about, Tether losing its peg, Bitcoin jumping to 7,500. And remember, you didn't see, and this is another really important thing that you guys should have noticed. Did any of you guys look at the market cap today? Did you look at the market cap today, Mike?
Absolutely.
What did you notice about the market cap, even with all this crazy shit going on? What did you notice about the crypto market cap as a total, with Bitcoin going to 7,500, ETH going to 240, and XRP going back to 45 cents? Did you notice anything about the market cap? I don't know. Maybe you didn't notice this, but I did.
I think it still lost about 8 billion, didn't it?
Yeah, it lost $8 billion, yet it pumped like crazy. Now, people question, where did that come from? This is how I knew for a fact it was a pump and dump, and B, it was not it was nowhere near a reversal that we were thinking of.
No,
but it definitely
absolutely
looked
wasn't.
like it.
No, definitely not.
It looked like it on a chart, though. We broke through all those resistances.
And I think that's what it was supposed to look like. Someone was trying to make it look like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. They wanted people to go, oh crap, it actually is the time. And then they're going to get in, you're going to get out, and you're going to be like, shit. And that's basically it. Oh, I have a question. What do you feel about Digibyte, Mike?
I think Digibyte's a good project, and I think it's. I've got some Digibyte. I'm holding some Digibyte. I think it's a good project. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically, what Digibyte is, Deshaun, I know you asked this a lot. Digibyte's a faster version of Bitcoin. So think of like, we need Lightning Network. Well, Digibyte basically has a large supply. It's not going to be centralized like a Lightning Network, and you could use it like a very, very fast Bitcoin. And I could see enterprises using Digibyte on a mass scale in the future, but not yet. So this is why guys like Cliff High are really big on Digibyte. But a lot of people aren't very big on Cliff High for the last 12 months because he's been wrong every single time. Now, just because he's wrong, I don't think that means Digibyte won't go on his bull run when it does. But I think that it has definitely a very good, strong potential to go up a ton in the future.
I think it's a long-term project. Yeah, it's a long-term one.
It's like Tron.
It's like Tron. I was about to say it's like Tron. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's those projects that are investments, and those projects that we trade, and those projects that we hold midterm.
Yeah.
Projects that you'd hold midterm, not long term. Things like Polymath. Why I'm saying that? Well, look at ETH.
I love Polymath. Polymath's one of my favorite hold coins. Yeah.
But it's not going to be a 10-year project because once all those STOs are done doing their thing and all the competition come in, and the fact that they don't have their own blockchain and they are on the ERC20 token still, there are limitations on them when other ones are going to be a little bit better in the future, like GoChain. And so I think Polymath is going to be huge. I think GoChain is going to be huge, but they're not going to be huge forever because how many STOs can we really do? We saw that with ETH. Now it's dropped. I think ETH will come back up for other reasons, but this is something also to take into consideration that their big pumps are not going to happen after 5 years. Their big pumps are going to happen when we actually have STOs. So if you look at the fundamental side of that, you'll see that. And if you're looking at Tron as a project, they're just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger over time because they have, DApps and all these things are just going to develop on top of. Whereas Polymath is just going to continue doing STOs. They'll probably do really, really well long term, but not long. They're not going to have huge gains after the first 5 years, I don't believe. So that's my fundamentals on that. Give me your take on that. I know the technical analysis is just for trading. So for mostly trading.
Do you want to move on to the next article and have a look at that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's that one. That's the one that you told me about today. So, which I think is just stupid.
It's not pulled up yet, but we'll see. You'll see it in a second here. Now, Joel, do you think Tron is a 8 to 10 year project? Yeah, Art. I think Tron absolutely is an 8 to 10 year project.
Yes.
Okay. It's definitely Matrix AI, Elastos, China sleeping giants. Yes, I also agree. Matrix AI, man, is a really, really good project if you like AI. It's a project that many people talked to me about when it first came out, and I invested in it, and it went up a lot. So, will it be good over long term? It depends on what they do with them. And as we've seen in China, some of the projects that come out of there, like Neo, don't do well long term so far. So, I don't know what's your take on that.
Yeah, I don't listen to. There's a certain somebody that shielded Neo for about 6 months that I won't mention, but Neo was. Neo, yeah, I did believe in Neo at one stage, but I sold it out pretty quick when I got out of that person's group. Sorry, say again.
How do you feel about AARP?
Bunch of idiots. Perfectly honest with you.
Let's tell all the people that are retiring that Bitcoin is a scam used by criminals. It's a speculator coin. It's people who are idealists and believe in it, and it's not real, and they're never going to get there. It's not something that's real, a reality. It's not real money. You get this stupid Google commercial talking about the same kind of crap, throwing shade at crypto. It's kind of odd, though. They have this commercial by Google saying Bitcoin's not real money, blah, blah, blah. And then like a week later, almost to the exact date, it pumps like crazy. Interesting enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, this whole dinosaur generation, what's that guy, Nuobi or whatever his name is, from the UN, and that keeps talking crap about Vitalik.
Can I just answer that question, though, just quickly? Yes, I think Neo will recover, Kenton. It will absolutely recover.
Why would it recover, though? That's the thing that I've asked a lot of people. Why will it recover? Because
go on.
it's a platform just like Lisk. Lisk is not probably going to recover. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. It's a platform, same as all the others like ETH, like you know, what's the other? There's so many of them.
I still think that Neo is going to become the Chinese platform. I think it will become their kind of.
I think EOS is, man. I think EOS is going to be way bigger than Neo in China because they like it.
Let's agree to disagree there then.
It's all good. I mean,
like I said to you last week, competition in the space is good, and I think if there's a battle between Neo and EOS, I'll be on both sides of that equation.
Well, I'm already in on both sides of that equation. So
I'm not in EOS yet because I'm still undecided about EOS. But
a lot of people don't like it. But the reason why I've stayed in is because A, I bought it at $1, so I'm still up 500%, and B, EOS, if they achieve some of the stuff, even just some of the things they want to, and yes, they have issues. Every fucking goddamn project has issues. I remember ETH last year or 2 years, 3 years ago, whatever it was, with the parity hack, and then the DAO hack, and then this, and then that, and then every project has problems. That's the thing that I don't like, where people shit on every project that has any problem. They all have problems. No company is perfect.
I mean, do you know what, Joel? To be honest with you, I'm just looking at my portfolio and I'm down 216 grand on Neo at the moment, and I'm not giving up on it. I think it's still got potential. Yeah. I still think it's a solid project. I bought it probably too high, but it's come down a long way now, and I'm 200 grand down. But I still think it's gonna come back. I still think it's a good project, and if, like I said, if it gets into a battle with EOS, then I'm all for that.
No, I think Neo could have potential, but the problem is when they tried to use their platform for ICOs, it failed miserably for the first couple, and so a lot of people lost their faith in Neo.
Yeah, a lot of people. I lost my faith in it a little bit too, but I still think it's a good project. I still think it's got a really good team
for sure. I don't think it'll get back to its all-time high anytime soon. I think it's going to take a little bit of time for that to come back because of all the other platforms that are competing.
I think so too.
But it will get back there eventually. I also think like projects like EOS, if the Chinese really like it that much and they lift some of the bans on crypto, EOS will be one of the biggest coins on the market because the Chinese money will explode into it, and it's their favorite cryptocurrency. For like the last 6 months, it's their favorite cryptocurrency. And that's the only reason I didn't sell out of it at $22, because I knew China, if they come in, at $22 would be nothing.
You've got to also consider the fact that the Chinese government are also heavily into Neo as well.
They are, yeah. They're also into, what else are they into? They're into Zilhua.
Zilhua as well, yep.
Yeah, and they're also into, what's the other one? Zilhua and Ontology is another huge one they're into. Massively into Ontology. Yeah. Actually, almost too much.
That's why I haven't given up on Neo, because I know how much their government has invested into it, and they've got people from their own financial sector and their government now working for Neo. So I know that there's a lot of influential people into Neo. So
yeah, I mean, maybe just the problem with Neo was it wasn't really warranted to be $100 at the time when
it wasn't. No, definitely not. I agree with that. Yes.
That's the problem, is it was overvalued so much that now when it's at $15, maybe it's a little undervalued, but I think like the true value might be only like $30 to $50 if we actually look at the company, what they've achieved so far. In the future, will it go back up? Of course, if they do what they're trying to do on the roadmap in Neo 3.0 and making 1,000 TPS a second and all that stuff they're trying to upgrade to, will definitely improve.
It will go back up. Like I said, I don't know if it'll reach all-time highs again, like you say, but if I can claw back some of that loss, I'll be happy. So.
Absolutely. Okay, so Kenton's asking, is there any project coin y'all see having the highest chance of gaining the highest percentage gain in this upcoming bull run that stands out the most? Or are they all similarly going to go up? It's a really loaded question, Kenton.
I don't make those kind of calls. I refuse to do that, enter into those sort of things, because I'm not going to be Bitcoin Ben, basically. So, sorry, Ben. Sorry, Ben.
Well, I mean, everyone that did make a bad judgment call, they're going to go. I mean, here's the thing. The projects that are going to do the best are the projects that do the most in the space, that have the highest amount of use case. So things like, in my opinion, Ripple will be one of them, for sure. I don't know if it's going to be the number one, but I know for sure, without a reasonable doubt, that should be one of the biggest projects of 2023. 19th. I think that will definitely be a reality.
I agree. I agree with that.
But I don't know, and no one knows whether that will be the biggest or not. So, I mean, I could tell you the coins that I think will do the best, but I could be flat out wrong. That's the thing. Like, I haven't been statistically, but what you have to understand, even as a trader, is your past performance does not predict your future results. So, you have to honestly be honest with yourself and go, okay, and see how we do.
If I was going to put one coin out there, which I think might have a good year in 2019, for me, it's Holochain.
Yeah, that one's for me too as well.
If I was going to put all my golden eggs in one basket, not that I like making these kind of calls, but I'm very, very bullish on Holochain, so that's me.
Yeah, I mean, I first bought it at seven satoshis.
I bought it about 10 or 11, so yeah.
I bought it at 7, and then I waited till 11 and sold it, and I was like, that was literally the easiest swing trade ever. And the thing is, that's why you see buy orders of 195 Bitcoin at certain satoshis for that, because it's literally that awesome for swing
trading. And
you
know what? It's got a lot of eyes on it too. It's got a lot of really influential people and a lot of ex-Forex traders that are now coming into the market that are looking at it as well. You've got a lot of high net worth people looking at it. So I think once the financial institutions come in and they start looking at that coin, it's going to start going places.
Absolutely. Oh, here's an interesting question. So Cole asked, why is $500 difference between Bitcoin on Binance and Coinbase? Well, Cole, let me just explain something to you.
Arbitrage, mate. Arbitrage.
No. This actually isn't arbitrage. On Binance, they use USDT as their dollar. Okay, and because USDT right now is 96 cents. When you go on Coinbase, obviously there's a 4-cent differential for every dollar as their dollar. So obviously, there would be a difference in price. That is why that's like that. So if you bought Coinbase and threw something on Binance, it may seem like you got more money, but you didn't. So just keep that in mind. That would not be an arbitrage situation because Coinbase uses US actual dollars, not USDT. Keep that in mind when you're using Coinbase versus using Binance, or when you're comparing one exchange that is a liquid exchange, meaning they're US dollar, Chinese, or Japanese yen, or Canadian dollar, versus the actual crypto, or is it a USDT versus the crypto? And a lot of crypto to crypto exchanges use USDT as their dollar value, which means that if it was 96 cents, obviously there would be a difference in price on Coinbase and Binance. So hopefully that answers the question pretty deeply.
You just taught me something there because I didn't know that about the difference between Binance and Bittrex using USD and USDT. So there you go. I just learned something as well.
So yeah, any of the liquid exchanges that use US dollar like Bittrex and Coinbase, they use the US dollar. So you would see that USD value, not USDT. But if you go on Binance, it's always USDT. That's why they have the USDT market.
Well,
so
there
that
you go.
See.
And to answer Jessica Marie, we did say, we said, what did we say? Holochain for me, and you said XRP. But I think XRP as well. But Holochain, I'm a big advocate for Holochain. I think I'm very bullish on it. So
another couple that I would say to also keep your eye on, Cardano, especially with what it is right now. I just picked up 20,000, by the way, guys. Just letting you know. And XLM is another one that I would keep my eyes on.
Oh yes,
because XLM is also doing a shitload of stuff in banks. They have connections with iBanks as well as Ripple, but they're going to be the Pepsi to the Coke, and that's fine. You're going to need both of them.
Yeah,
so
I'm not so sold on ADA, but on Stellar apps are flipping lootly. Yep, 100%.
Why are you not sold on ADA? Not a fan of Charles?
I'm not his biggest fan. I'll be honest.
That's okay. I think that ADA, if they achieve what they plan to, will be bigger than ETH for sure. It's going to be huge.
That's a very big call there, Jolie.
Huge call, but I'll tell you why. Charles Hoskinson was at ETH and a co-creator with Vitalik and Lubin and Anthony, whatever his last name is. So all of them are working together on it, and all Charles saw was flaw. It's the same thing as why David Schwartz left Bitcoin Foundation and went and created XRP, because he saw flaws in the actual product. So what was the flaw in Bitcoin? It was that we had to mine it, and it cost a lot of resources, and he didn't like that, so he left and made a non-mineable coin, XRP. Then we have Charles Hoskinson working with all these guys, leaving ETH because ETH has a shit load of problems, and it doesn't really scale that well. I mean, they're figuring out solutions, but Charles Hoskinson left so he could create a better ETH that didn't have all the problems of scalability and all the other things that ETH has had in terms of getting hacked and stuff. So he reinvented the wheel and made a completely new blockchain. That's why I believe in ADA, because he has re-engineered what ETH is to be even better, and that's why I have so much faith in that. And if you ever hear him talk in any type of manner, he's so intelligent you can get lost in a conversation, not even know what he's talking about, because he's just so in depth with the knowledge that he has about.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. I could agree with you on that, but I'm still on the sidelines. I need to see a bit more confluence for ADA for me to be fully bullish on it.
Of course, and we're all waiting for that. But I do believe if they come out with what their roadmap says, that it's going to be a big one in the future. So I mean, I don't have all my eggs in one basket. I never do. I hedge into other things other than crypto. That's another thing that a lot of you guys need to start thinking of. Something smart to do with the stock market starting to fall, like I've called for a while. Get yourself hedged. And if you don't know what hedging is, ask. Okay, it's really important to have yourself protected. Something smart to do with the stock market starting to fall, like I've called for a while. Get yourself hedged.
What the hell is that? Sorry about that. My audio just suddenly ramped up on Facebook.
Okay, what? Watch an influencer video that said VeChain was a shitcoin and a scam. That person is a dumbass.
Yes, whoever said that, they are a dumbass.
If they don't understand supply chains and they say that, then I can understand. But VeChain is going to be one of the hugest supply chains. Now, the reason why they're talking about it is because the Chinese government have their hands in on VeChain and people don't like that. And I understand that side, but it is not a shit scam point at all. That is just a blatant mistake, whoever said that.
They say it on Facebook, or was that YouTube?
That was on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that. That's
Art said that. And then we also have... We also had Anna who was saying OX on Coinbase. Any comments? OX, I've been saying ZRX was going to be on Coinbase when we didn't know ETC was on Coinbase. I said ETC or ZRX, and I said basic attention token might be the next one. And I've been saying those three for a while, and two of the three have already hit. I think basic attention token will probably be one of the next ones that hits because of all that they're doing, and they definitely fit right there. Mm-hmm. Last minute, hell yeah, it's a bull trap. Absolutely. So that was my title for today. Is it a bull trap? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the biggest bull trap you'll probably ever see in your whole freaking life.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Abandon ship while you still can.
I think a lot of shorts got wiped out today, so.
Oh yeah, a lot of people got wrecked. But it's funny because like the people that were on the right side of that just crushed it today. So it just depends on who you were today. Were you Jekyll or were you Hyde?
Yeah, I think my girlfriend's already spent my winnings. My profit from today. She's already out. She actually messaged me this morning and said shoes. She just had shoes and then exclamation mark. And I'm like, no. I'm like, buggy you, woman.
Yeah. So it is. So question was 2 to 3 years. Do you think XRP will be $100 or more? Yes, I do. I definitely do. Yeah. I've been saying that for a while. So that is my opinion on it, Lily. Very similar to Southeast Bubble and the Tulip Mania. So you're thinking that about crypto? Is that what you're talking about? Tulip Mania and the Southeast Bubble?
I agree. Bitcoin is the next Tulip Mania, but we're on the right side of it at the moment.
Yeah, we definitely are.
Yep, so anyway, should we go into this last story because we're almost at an hour, so.
We got to start focusing on making these shorter, but
yeah, I've got to go and feed my doggy. She's staring at me saying, "Feed me."
Feed me. That's how I am after every single day of work. Just put it in the mouth. All right, so this is probably the biggest story of the day, and it's really new. It just popped up on the feed before our video started. And put it up, and this is huge. Now, from a trading perspective, I want you to give people that feedback. Why, if you're a trader from Forex and stocks and you see something like this type of move, what does it make you feel or think?
You asking me or you're asking me?
Yeah, asking me. I'm asking you, what do you think as a trader, like as someone who comes from forex, and someone who comes from a different, not from crypto originally? What would other traders that you got that that you're friends with that are in forex and stocks? What would this type of article mean to
Well,
them?
these are the kind of articles that we see that make us put money into the markets, start getting very bullish on things. Because obviously this is a big deal. You've got a guy who basically he started up Coinbase with.
One of the people who
one of the first people to join Coinbase.
One of the people who've been with them longest. Like he was with them when Charlie Lee was there. Yeah. Like he's been with them for a long time.
That would make me very bullish on the market. Would make me very excited, and I'd be running towards backed heavily with it. So.
We already are. Let's be honest. Yeah. I mean, Backed Exchange and Nasdaq Exchange are going to be massive.
Yeah, and these are the kind of things that start the next bull run.
Yeah, when you get the right people in place, the right minds in place for how to do what they're trying to do, it's going to be big.
Yeah,
like I could see crypto, getting way back to the 800 billion mark again, but just not right away. It's going to take more time.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I think 2019 is going to be. I think the bull run's going to start in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and I think 2019 is going to be a big year for crypto.
Absolutely. Don't you guys get it? They need our money and they exit. Well, you can be on the person who, last minute videos, you can be on one side or the other. If you're on the right side, then you're okay. And you have to learn the trading mindset, which is the whole idea of these videos, so that you understand what to actually think about when you're seeing or thinking that. I mean, you're really negative on the market because you're not playing with the whales, you're playing with the sheep. So come join our group and, join the Crypto Mentors group, join Crypto Education, join Athena Trading group on Telegram, and we'll educate you about how to be on the right side of that. Kind of what we're here for. So if you're someone who's been stuck a few times and got kind of burned, you don't always have to get burned. That's the point.
And this is what I've been saying to people for forever. Trading is a zero-sum game, guys. It's like a seesaw. If someone's winning, someone's losing. You just got to be on the right side of the fucking seesaw.
True. Absolutely. I agree. Yeah, it's like we're people in the Immortan Joe City, small bits of water. You last minute videos, because I can't see your real name. Have you been burned, and which projects have you been burned by? I'm just out of curiosity, because I can tell that you feel a little bit like hating on crypto right now, and I understand that feeling. We've all been there. Is there any way we can help you so you don't feel like that? Let us know. Join us on
is this on YouTube? This guy, is he on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Mate, if you're now at that mindset where you think crypto's a joke and you think it's a scam and you're going to keep losing money, guarantee you're just going to keep losing money until you start changing your mindset and start changing the way that you think about it. If you think you're going to lose, if you think you're going to fail, the universe will just throw more of that at you. You'll just attract more of that energy into your life. So you need to start getting out of that mindset. Stop looking at the past. Okay, you lost some money. Things went bad.
Shit happens.
It's done. Shit happens. Get over it. Move on and look forward. Stop lose the negative mindset, because it'll just bring more negative shit into your life, mate. Seriously. Won't do any good.
Sure. It's like when I played sports. We talk about visualization a lot. We talk about having your mind centered and grounded. We also talk about being positive, and attitude is everything in life. We don't realize that a lot of the time. But when you're when you're on a football team, for example, and you go into a game or you're in a fight, and you go in there and you think you're going to lose, you're going to get your ass handed to you. You're not just going to lose, you're going to get your ass kicked. You're not going to even defend yourself, probably, because you know it's going to happen. It's really easy to do that, guys. The easiest thing in life, guys, is to lie down and just keep taking a beating. The hardest thing to do is when someone's beating your ass, to get up and start beating them back. And even if you lose, it doesn't matter. They'll respect you at the end. And that's the whole idea about life, is when life kicks you down, you try to keep getting back up and fighting it back. And then if it kicks you back down, you get up and you keep doing it. And like Mike loves to use this analogy of a baby.
It's my favorite analogy.
His favorite analogy: babies walk, they fall down, they try to get back up and walk again a million times. It doesn't matter how many times, they just keep trying, right? So that's how we have to be in life: resilience.
Exactly. I mean, if only time you'll ever see a baby stop walking is if they can't use their legs, but they fall down, they get up. You're a baby once. You obviously, I don't know if you can walk. I'm assuming that you can. You walked because you kept on trying. You fell down, you got up, you kept walking. That's the same with the markets. You've got to keep pushing forward. You've got to keep trying.
And if you're making good calls yourself, look for people to help you.
Yeah, and the most important thing, and this is what I've been saying in the groups, and this is what I've been saying to everybody, is okay. I don't know who this is. What's his name on YouTube?
Just last minute videos.
Okay. Well, go back, do some self-assessment, look at the trades that you stuffed up, and analyze what was going on in your life. Were you going through a bad time? Did you have an argument? Did you have a bad day at work that day? Go back and analyze the trades. Look at why it went wrong. You don't go back and you don't look at your mistakes. You don't analyze your mistakes, and you don't own your mistakes. I guarantee you, and this is proven, you will make the same mistakes over and over again. Because mistakes in life are lessons. The things that come to you because you need to grow and you need to learn from those lessons. And until you learn from those lessons, you'll keep making the same fucking mistakes over and over again, dude. So go back, own the mistakes, learn from the mistakes, and apply them to the future, to your future trading.
Yeah, and he just said, the rich scheme is what is scary. Not everyone can get rich instantly. It's 1% of the 1% who get rich that fast. Well, here's what I'll tell you right now. If you came into crypto to get rich tomorrow, then you shouldn't have got into crypto at all. You should have kept your money in the bank and just sat on your couch and just chilled. Because get rich quick schemes are called scams, okay? There is no such thing as get rich quick. Get lucky, or you get into a scam that takes all your goddamn money. So what you need to understand is that you're not trying to get rich quick, and if you're trying to play the long game, over time you'll be doing a lot. You'll be very successful. But if you're taking all your money and putting it into one margin trade, and you don't really know what you're doing, yeah, you're going to get wrecked so badly. You're going to be Tone Bay, So just that's what you got to think about here, like.
And the thing with this market, the thing is about the market, any trading is about capital preservation. You do small trades, you put it back into the market, and you use compound interest to grow your portfolio. And that's what I've been doing for 14 years. I started off trading, when I started trading 14 years ago, 25 grand, and I've grown that over the past 14 years into, I'm not going to say live on stream, but it's 7 figures. So you just gotta set yourself realistic goals, mate. You can't, like I said, all these kids that were in the industry last year saying Lambo and it's going to the moon. I guarantee you now they're all out of the market licking their wounds somewhere, thinking crypto's a scam because they set themselves unreal expectations. They come in there with these big dreams, and it doesn't happen. It's bullshit. I used to get really annoyed when I see these kids on Facebook saying moon. And when can I buy my Lambo? I'm like. Felt like grabbing them by the throat and saying, "Shut the fuck up." But
yeah, but that's the thing. People are greedy, and greed will always wreck you in a market because it's emotion. Well, it's like you ever seen the balcony guy? The guy on the balcony. He's talking about Ripple, and he's like, "Yo, you should buy Ripple, man." Blah, blah. That's like 90% of traders last year.
All right. Anyway, I've got to jump off here, guys, because this is an hour and 5 minutes now, so I need to jump off. But.
That's been way too long. Okay, so we'll try to do it 30 minutes next week with no issues of microphones, and we'll sort that out.
But I mean, if you guys want any more advice, if you want any more tips, come and join the Crypto Mentors on Facebook. Come and join us on Telegram. Me and Joel, we're always available. We're always talking. If you want any advice, if you want any tips, we're here to help you. We're not here to take your money. We're not here to scam you. We're here to educate people, because at the market, where we're at in the market, we're all early adopters. And we're all very much in the right position to get into the market, to learn and to grow and to make some money. And when all those other people start foaming in from around the rest of the world, and all the institutions start foaming in, we'll be the experts, and we can start making money from them and educating them and selling our services, doing all that sort of stuff. So if you've lost money, don't worry about it. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time to make money in this.
There's no life to make that and more back. So
exactly,
don't worry.
Yeah. So don't worry about it. Just get your mindset right and move forward.
All right. So Crypto Mentors, We'll make it shorter next week.
See you
we'll
guys.
have no
Yeah, sorry about that. It's been way too long.
Microphones and internet next week. We'll definitely get that sorted out for you guys. So yeah, we'll see you guys on TA Fridays together. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday for just Q&A Wednesday. Maybe Mike will join me sometimes if he has time. He's a busy guy, so yeah. But
I don't know if I can do 3 days a week.
Wednesdays are always days where you guys can. You should come with ideas, things that you want to know about, talk about, and we should share on those days. So yeah, Wednesday, 11 o'clock p.m. my time. I don't know what time it is yours, but if you go on events on my page, you can see that. And every single Wednesday, we'll do Q&A Wednesdays. So I'll see you guys then. If you have questions about coins, try to hit me up earlier. I'll try to get some research done. It's a busy time with AthenaBot, but I'll try to get some stuff done for you guys if you want it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today.
All right. See you later, guys. Cheers.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take it easy. Bye-bye.